back from the dead. I did not get much footage at my bachelorette, but wow, was it a wild, wild weekend. Or rather, I should say 5 days.
And I'm over here, happy it's over.
This is the outfit, night one.
For a minute, had a moment in the sunshine. We were something, now we're nothing. 'Cause I broke it when I realized it was all deep within. Feelings that play pretend. I guess I got thicker skin. 'Cause I just don't care. He's over there, losing his cool, and I'm over here, happy it's over.
So adorable.
And he don't know what to do, 'cause I'm over here.
Yes, let's go swimming. Every detail is impeccable. I just had the most incredible, most well thought out, extraordinary bachelorette that I could have ever dreamed up. It was more than I could have ever imagined. There's just something really special about bringing different friend groups together. I have my friends from my hometown who most of us have known each other since we were in kindergarten, and we are lifelong friends. We have a lot of history. And then I also have some university friends that also came, and throughout the years they've met a few of my hometown friends, but this was the first opportunity that they got to meet basically all of them, and so that went really well. And then I had like a few Toronto friends. It was a worlds collide moment, and it couldn't have gone better. I felt so happy and grateful to see them all becoming friends after the weekend. For me, it was just special because I got to experience what it would be like if I had my dream life, which is having all of my friends here out west in Kelowna, because I really love the lifestyle out here, but the only thing that's really missing for me personally is just like not having my girlfriends and obviously my family here. Let's sit down and do a recap. So I'm gonna walk you through what my bachelorette entailed because I want to remember it for myself, and I also want to give a huge thank you to Jillian Harris, who went above and beyond for this bachelorette group. It was so special, all of the touches that she added. If you don't know, Jillian Harris is a Canadian influencer. She was the star of The Bachelorette Canada, I believe, and she was on Love It or Listed. She's now an entrepreneur, and she sells something called the Jilly box, which is a subscription box service, and she supports primarily Canadian and North American brands. My dear friend Alyssa, she works for Disney, and so she is connected to Jillian and works with her all the time. So Jillian very kindly not only helped to plan this bachelorette with Alyssa and with some of my girlfriends, she got balloons for us, she gave us Jilly boxes, she curated and handpicked a bridal Jilly box for me. She also invited us to her absolutely gorgeous farmhouse in Kelowna. We also got to meet Jillian Harris. Honest to God, that was the cherry on top of an already incredible weekend. She showed up at the farmhouse and gave us a tour, told us about her wedding plans, and then hung out with us on the dock for an hour, and it was just incredible. She's so sweet and down to earth. I can't say enough amazing things about her. If you don't follow Jillian Harris, please go find her on Instagram. And check out her Jilly boxes because they're really special. So to kickstart the weekend, my friends flew in on a Thursday very early in the morning, and they got in around 10 a.m. We went to Earl's and we sat on the patio, and Earl's, if you don't live in Kelowna, it does have the best view of the harbor of Kelowna. So that was a crowd pleaser for sure. I had a few friends who hadn't been to BC before, so that was really special. Alyssa and my friend Sarah and MC went to set up at the Airbnb. We rented out an Airbnb near Tugboat Bay so that the majority of the girls could stay there, and then we also had some girls stay here at my condo just to save on cost. It led me into the Airbnb in the afternoon, and I walked into the most beautiful setup. The theme for the bachelorette was Cat's Amore. I am going to Italy, Greece, and Croatia on my honeymoon right after the wedding, and so they kind of played into that theme. The whole theme for the weekend was vintage Italian beach club, and so there was a lot of Aperol Spritz colors, a lot of oranges and pinks, and they got us towels that matched, And we also got scarves that we wore kind of over our heads at different points and accessorized with. I got a white scarf and everyone else got different varying colors like browns and pink. Oh, my camera died. This was the itinerary for the weekend. This is the Jilly box that we got. Every single thing in both of these boxes I am going to use and are right up my alley. I actually want to go through some of the things that she got for the group as we walked in. There was a cute little basket set up and she had all kinds of Super Belly. She also got us all kinds of electrolyte powders and rehydration powders with True Marine Collagen. And we went through these so quickly, obviously, because we were partying all weekend. And so now I'm gonna go through what was in the Jilly box in this one. First thing we got were these earrings. These earrings are from Lover's Tempo. They're just so high end and look really, really elegant. Next up, we got this Courage Cheek and Lip Cream in the color Juneberry from Cheekbone Beauty. They are an Indigenous owned Canadian company. I've actually worked with them before at my previous job when I was working in the beauty industry. Their stuff is ultra pigmented and lasts a long time. It has a lot of hydrating properties. And so I was really, really excited to see Cheekbone in the Jilly box. Next up, we got this Piper and Perro. It is a roll-on perfume and it smells amazing. Oh my gosh. We also got a little travel jewelry case from Samara, and Samara is one of my favorite brands as well. I actually have this traveling case in a different color and I love it, but I don't have room for all of my jewelry in that little travel case, so it was awesome to get another one in this sort of gold color. Samara, if you don't know, they actually make all of their products with vegan leather made from the byproducts of apples. These were all empty by the end of the weekend in every one of the girls' boxes because they're so good. This is from the brand Pickle and Myrrh, and it's from Ontario. And these were sea salt caramels. I'm actually gonna have one now. I have one or two left, and they are so good, so good. I am completely doing this to procrastinate because I get on my flight tomorrow to go to Nova Scotia to go get married. There's so much to do. I'm running laundry, I'm changing the sheets. Yeah, this is me wasting time. Okay, moving on to what was in the big box. I am obsessed with taper candles. I got these as part of the Jilly box and they're two different heights. They're like a bubble stand and they are so cute. They're a translucent pink and just simply adorable. On the topic of candles, I also got a candle from the brand Marin, Silk Dune. 16 birthday candles. This is from the brand Meri Meri and La Durée. An array of thank you note cards and envelopes from Halfpenny Postage. So these are really cute and they're all different. Then the final thing I got, I don't know how to pronounce this company name, Home & Co. This is a rechargeable electric lighter. And honestly, all the instructions says to not bring it on an airplane because it looks like a taser. Do you see that? There's like a buzzing. Oh, I forgot one more thing. The last thing I got, probably my favorite out of them all. This is from the brand So Pretty Cara Cotter. I think I'm saying that right. And it is a tennis necklace. That was everything I opened. This is already a long segment. I'm gonna try to speed it up. But I do want to remember every single detail. Opened all of this on the Thursday, day one. Settled into the Airbnb, got ready for dinner, and we went to Skinny Duke's, which is one of my favorites in Kelowna. They have the best Asian fusion cuisine, and they also make the best pizzas in Kelowna. I mean it. A lot of girls were severely jet lagged and they were falling asleep at the table. So most of the girls went to get their beauty sleep for the activities the following day. And me and a few of the other girls who weren't as jet lagged, we stayed up and we went to Bernie's, also owned by the Nixons in Kelowna, and we had some cocktails and a nice little small group catch up. Friday we had breakfast at the Airbnb. We walked to Sprout for some coffee and some sourdough, and then we had a picnic at Jillian Harris's farmhouse. It is a quaint little cottage on the water. Right nearby was a huge dock that had a blow-up trampoline. It had a sectional couch for us to hang out on. We were able to just hang out on the lake all day because it was Father's Day weekend. I did not expect at all for Jillian Harris to make an appearance. It was already perfect enough. But then when she showed up in her little pink dress, small little woman coming towards us, we're all out swimming, having drinks, having a great time. We're soaking wet and we see Jillian coming up the dock towards us. I think all of us lost our minds a little bit and tried to keep it cool. We gave her a few thank you gifts from Nova Scotia. We had a charcuterie board. We ate some lunch while we were there. And then we went back to the Airbnb and kind of chilled out and got ready for the night. And this was our big night on Friday night. We had a themed outfit night, and that was called Après Raw Spritz, so like Aperol Spritz. And so all the girls wore fun, different orangey colors, orange and pink, and I wore white, obviously. And then we had a night out. We went to the Corral, and we went to B&A and went to Speak Easy, and so that was a fun night. And then on Saturday, this was a really fun day too, because we left to walk to the waterfront and we got on a pontoon boat and we took the pontoon across the lake to Frind Winery, which is my favorite winery and the only winery that is on a beach. You can literally drive a boat up to the dock, dock it, get off, and then go do your tasting. It was incredible. They also had pizza there. We had a lot of pizza this weekend. Ended up going to B&A to bowl. We had a few bowling alleys booked, and so it was a little bit of a more chill evening. Had a night in with some games and a slideshow game that one of my best friends, Brett, had done for me, and so that was really fun, and everyone was exhausted at this point, so we did not end up going out on the Saturday night. Sunday, we're getting there. Okay, Sunday. A few of the girls left in the morning. We had breakfast at the Airbnb again. We had to check out and we came back to my condo here. So we spent the day just kind of chilling around Kelowna. Some of us went to the beach, some of us went for patio drinks, and then we all met up and went to Jillian's place again and got more pizza. We just spent the late afternoon and into sunset at Jillian's. We sat on the dock, had some wine, and just had really nice girl time. Monday, some more girls flew out and the rest of us kind of had a hangover and we just kind of went for brunch and recovered. Most of those girls left on Monday night, and then Tuesday there was only one girl remaining, and that was Sarah. We went for a hike. I took her to one of the classic Kelowna hikes up to Pincushion Mountain, and then we went swimming in Peachland, and then we came back and cooked dinner, and then that was it. That was my bachelorette, and it was perfect. I can't wait for the wedding. Thanks for sitting through this portion. That was my bachelorette. And now I have to deal with this madness. Thankfully, Sarah, while she was here that extra day, helped me organize some of my packing cubes, but I'm already like running out of space and my life right now is just a total mess, but this is what we're working with. And I'm trying to do laundry. These are the towels from the bachelorette. I'm trying to just get everything done and also simultaneously clean up. Although the place looks pretty good. My friends are really great at cleaning up. So yeah, I'm not mad about this. I'm actually quite ahead of schedule, but I do have a lot to do and I want to be fully packed before I go to bed tonight. This was another really sweet touch. These photos of my friends and I throughout the years were set up around the apartment, and there were cute little notes left. Some are inside jokes, but some are nice long sentimental notes from all of the lovely people in my life. So I loved this. This made me cry. Just so many embarrassing moments, so many lovely ones from throughout my life. Fast forward, I am home and I'm at my favorite place in the world, and also where we're getting married this summer. Oh my god, I love hearing the birds. And check out the sunset. Wow, it's like unreal. Anyway, I'm gonna go for a sunset swim. It's like 30 degrees out right now and it's almost 9 o'clock at night, so can't pass this up. Caught a little surprise. Hello, it is the next day and I'm going for a walk, a solo walk on the beach. I've been enjoying a lot of solo time. Yummy. I am in Nova Scotia currently. We are now a month and a day from the wedding, which is honestly insane to think about. There's a lot to do, it's a lot of small details, so I'll definitely take you along. I have to do a lot of the signage. I'm DIYing a lot of it because my mom has a cricut machine, so that'll hopefully make the process a little bit easier. I also have my best friend's bachelorette that I'm planning with the help of her sisters and a small group of people, so I have a few crafts and errands to do there, things to prep for. So it's been a whirlwind coming home. I've been getting right to work on all of that. The theme for my best friend's bachelorette, it is a surprise, but by the time this comes out, I'm sure it'll already be done and over with. It is Highland Games themed. She's really into Celtic culture and her engagement ring has Celtic knots in it. And so she grew up step dancing, like Irish step dancing. And yeah, she's just very connected to that culture. And so we are doing like an opening ceremonies on night one where we do a little performance for her. And then we also are doing Highland Games. We're gonna obviously adjust the games so that they're not just like caper tossing and the ridiculous things that they do at some of these Highland Games that we obviously won't be able to do because we're not a bunch of burly men throwing logs. And on the Saturday night, we are doing a surprise Kaylee, learning some of the Scottish dances that they do at a lot of Kayleys. We've hired a fiddler to go into Charlottetown. The bachelorette is in PEI. We're gonna go into Charlottetown and dance the night away and do some fun Scottish dances. And then I have sort of a theme for our wedding day as well. So mine and Matt's wedding day, the theme is like Hampton's garden party. I'm having the dress code as pastels and prints or just any color. So hopefully people will show up and just kind of wear some of the fun things that maybe they don't often get to wear. Like I would love if people showed up in some hats. Wedding day for us, we're having our ceremony on the front lawn of my family cottage, which is really meaningful to me. It's where I grew up in the summers. I would spend the entire summer out here during my childhood, and it's just a very special place to me. And obviously it's a special place for Matt as well, because when we first started dating in COVID days, we ended up isolating out here at the cottage and got to know the area, and he got to know the cottage pretty well, meet the neighbors that I grew up with. And so that is the ceremony. And then because it's a little much to host a reception at the cottage, we are actually going and traveling to an area along the North Shore that can accommodate 100 people. So we are going to the Thinker's Lodge in Pugwash, which is a little bit of a drive, but it's very scenic and it's along the coast. It can accommodate our number. Lots in the works, and it's a very exciting time. Hello, today I am meeting with the planner to go to the venue for our reception because she has never worked at that venue. So we're gonna do a little bit of a walkthrough. I'm gonna show her some of the decorations that my mom has gotten that can help spruce up the place and just sort of walk through what the day is gonna look like with her. Yeah, I'm gonna be heading over to Pugwash. Yes, that is a real place. I'm gonna be heading over to Pugwash now. Thinker's Lodge. Reception will be in the lobster factory. Welcome party will be at the main house. Time to paint. Hello, I am in the process of painting the Adirondack chairs that will be set out during the wedding for people to sit in. A lot has happened the last few days, so let me catch you up on that. So I didn't catch a lot of it yesterday on video. Actually, I filmed a Instagram reel about my day yesterday. So I did capture a lot of it, but not on this camera. Basically yesterday I went and my mom tagged along to see our wedding planner and designer that I've been working with mostly over the phone because I lived in BC over the last few months, and that went really well. She hadn't seen it before in person, so it was fun to kind of show her the space and what we were working with. I mean, we have been planning this for I don't know, 8 months already. We've been working with her. And so things are well underway, and I've visited the space many times before, so I have a good idea of, you know, what can go where. But it was just nice to kind of have her see the space in person and sort of visualize where everything can go and will go. And then we invited her back to our family cottage, which is where the ceremony is going to be. We showed her the lawn that my parents have been slaving away on to make really nice and lush. My mom has been growing flowers. My mom has also been accumulating a lot of wedding stuff, which is helpful in most regards, but sometimes it's a little stressful because she just sort of sees things, and, you know, being a mom, she just picks it up because she's like, oh, we'll find a use for this. But I guess my intention with going into this wedding is I don't want to be wasteful, and like anything that we purchase, like I've purchased specific signage that can be reused, and I'm planning on DIYing a lot of it with the Cricut machine, and so we'll use removable vinyl. And so the idea is that the sign can be reused, and I could either sell it or I could use it in the future. Either way, it's been really helpful having my mom thinking about things ahead of time so that I don't need to, and she's really, really good at that. She picked up thank you cards already that Matt and I can address to people after the wedding. Picked up like extra lighting and candles. We're actually not allowed to use real candles, which kind of broke my heart a little bit. I love all things hygge, and I really wanted the reception space at dinner to feel really cozy with that candlelit dinner feel. But there are some pretty good alternatives these days to real flames that flicker, and so my mom did pick up some faux candles that flicker and look really good, so we found a use for those. Fun process. Yesterday was actually just like, you know, wedding planning can be really stressful and all, but yesterday was one of those days where I was like, this is really fun actually. Well, it was a lovely day, and today I'm just focusing on this. This is my major task of the day, is repainting all the Adirondack chairs. I think I might also head down to the scrapbooking room and try to figure out the Cricut, which my mom owns, but she somehow doesn't know how to use. So that'll be fun. I do have some stuff to prepare for Brett's bachelorette as well. Gotta get some signage already. So yeah, it's a good day. I spied this little white moth taking shelter on the chair, and I'm just gonna let him be because that area actually looks pretty well repainted. It doesn't really need much of a touch-up, so. Quick break between chairs because I just finished the blue chair, and then next is gonna be this green chair, followed by the yellow chair. Just wanna show you the state of the property and what my parents have done. So they redid all of the mulch over here, and it looks incredible. And my dad yesterday just suddenly was like, oh, I want to put some lattice up on this. This was just a concrete wall, and he did it within a matter of hours, and he had a vision and executed it, and it looks really good. And there's going to be some vines. I think there's already vines planted that will crawl down. And then under the deck they have all of this seed that is planted for grass to grow. There used to be rocks just all along here that were white, but I think it was annoying to replace the rocks because the rocks eventually would discolor, so they're just gonna go with grass. So my dad has been out here watering this and, you know, all the other patchy spots for weeks, months, God knows. Dad last summer built this pergola, which is incredible. Originally we thought we were gonna use it as our archway, like our arbor, but it's on a little bit too much of a hill if we wanted it to be centered. Like if we wanted to stand basically in the center of it right here, then half the people sitting, we'd have to be sitting up on this gradient here, which is just, it's not ideal. We've decided we're gonna have the ceremony on this flat area here. We're gonna have an arbor in the center, and then this will be used as our area where we sign our legal documents. So yeah, and then the Adirondack chairs, the idea is we're gonna put them as a little seating area, like in a semicircle up here. So after the ceremony, people can have a sit by the ocean. Yeah, everything just looks incredible. I can't believe my parents and how much effort they've put into this. I am so lucky and blessed to have them.
It's in my
You need to send me a photo. I would love to see it. Remind me, this is with the faux flowers that Mom gave yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
amazing. Oh, she'll be excited about that. It looks amazing.
Okay. I was trying to make your mom like really proud, and I just realized.
What? This thing is like a 3D printer.
What's it making?
It's making music notes.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool. Wow.
Now the C, because it has no center, is
Oh.
Oh, you're happy with that? Okay.
I don't like the font.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
It's very plain.
Yeah,
Well,
but
that's why Bridal Cup was supposed to be this fun. It was supposed to be this fun cursive.
I am excited for my bachelorette. I just haven't really thought about it much. Like, I feel like Kate and Aaron and you and Sarah.